Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Nur Anizunaika binti Nasri and I'm from KBA 24648. Today I will do a video on self-reflection about article Malaysia to issue samurai bonds. This topic is related to chapter 2, which is international bond market, and the subtopic of foreign bonds. The reason I choose this article because I found it quite interesting as Malaysia has an experience in issuing this bond. So, by choosing this article, I can increase my understanding and knowledge toward samurai bond. I found that samurai bonds means by a yen-dominated bond issued in Tokyo by a non-Japanese company and subject to Japanese regulations. These bonds provided the issuer with an access to Japan capital, which can be used for a capital, local investment, or for financing operation outside Japan. Samurai bond give issuer the ability to access investment capital available in Japan. The proceeds from the issuance of samurai bonds can be used by a non-Japanese companies to break into the Japanese market, or it can be used to be converted into the issuing company's local currencies to be used on existing operations. The reason Malaysia issuing samurai bonds is because Japan offer a lower interest rate of 0.5% compared to the 0.63% given on previous samurai bonds loans. In this regard, the perspective of the interest rate offered by the samurai bond is very beneficial to the government. The government earns 0.5% a year, which can be considered as the cheapest compared to 1MDB issuance bonds or other international bonds that range between 4% and 6%. Hence, samurai bonds benefit the government. Other than that, government success in securing these samurai bonds is to ensure the people can enjoy the proceeds. This is because the proceeds from the samurai bonds issue will be used for the government development expenditure, which include the construction of schools, hospitals, roads and infrastructure. In fact, the opportunity offered by the Japan's government to Malaysia to enter the samurai bond market has further enhanced Malaysia's position as one of the region's leading investment destination, diversifying the Malaysian government financing base. This shows that Malaysians continue to be seen as an attractive investment destination by foreign investors, especially with the government commitment to govern under the principle of efficiency, accountability and transparency under the leadership of Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. However, there are advantages and disadvantages of samurai bond. The advantage of samurai bonds are samurai bond provide access to a diversified and deep pool of capital. Then samurai bond have relatively lower interest rate compared to other international bond. Japanese institutional investor can easily invest in samurai bond because they are issued in Japan. As for Japanese institutional investor, foreign firms are very popular because of their high name of recognition and good investment rating. As many of these funds are very conservative, they prefer to invest in larger companies with international presence. Lastly, Japanese market is not subject to the same variation and market swing as the US and European Union, giving the companies an alternative financing sources during the economic downturns. The disadvantage of samurai bonds are samurai bond market has high tax rate and unclear fiscal environment. That it also has a lack of constant policy, remain a serious concern of US-based company, and lack of flexibility of issuance term and condition that create restriction to use bonds. Lastly, complicated issuing procedures and high tax have made samurai bond market less attractive than European market and experience low growth. In conclusion, the lesson that I have learned from this article is there is good and bad in samurai bonds to the government. If the bond is issued without a specific purpose, then it will be at the expense of the government. Later on, the government is not reducing the debt but increasing the debt. However, it is undeniable that these bonds gives the great benefits to the country, especially in reducing financial burden and development issues.